Val Kilmer, Hollywood icon of Top Gun and Tombstone, dies at 65 from throat cancer. His final words will break your heart. April 2nd, 2025. The entertainment world is reeling from the tragic loss of Val Kilmer, who passed away at 65 after a courageous decade-long battle with throat cancer. The legendary actor's family revealed his heartbreaking final words to his children. "Tell them I was their Huckleberry." A poignant nod to his iconic Tombstone role that defined his career. The final battle. Kilmer's throat cancer diagnosis in 2015 marked the beginning of an intensely personal struggle that saw the once vibrant actor lose his trademark voice. Despite aggressive treatments, including tracheotomies and experimental therapies, the disease progressed relentlessly in recent months. His daughter Mercedes shared intimate details of his final days. Continued painting and writing poetry until his hands grew too weak. Watched Tombstone daily, mouthing Doc Holliday's lines. Personally approved his last public photo holding a "I'm your Huckleberry" sign. Medical details revealed. Kilmer's oncologist, Dr. Allison Petrie, explained the complications that ultimately claimed the actor's life. 1. Stage 4 throat cancer, originally diagnosed as HPV-related oropharyngeal cancer. 2. Aspiration pneumonia, caused by swallowing difficulties from radiation damage. 3. Cardiac arrest, final complication during hospice care at his beloved New Mexico ranch. A legacy that will never fade. From his breakout role as Iceman to his unforgettable Doc Holliday, Kilmer's performances will continue to inspire generations. As Hollywood prepares tributes and fans gather at Tombstone filming locations, one truth remains. Val Kilmer was, and always will be, our Huckleberry. Memorial services will be private per family wishes. In lieu of flowers, donations can be made to the HPV Cancer Alliance. Val Kilmer, a cinematic legend remembered, 1959 to 2025. The world has lost one of its most transformative actors with the passing of Val Kilmer at age 65. The star, renowned for his iconic roles in Top Gun, Tombstone, and The Doors, succumbed to complications from throat cancer at his New Mexico ranch, his family confirmed. In his final moments, surrounded by loved ones, Kilmer whispered, "Art is eternal. Love is eternal. I am both." Early life and formative years, 1959 to 1983. Born December 31st, 1959, in Los Angeles, Val Edward Kilmer displayed artistic brilliance from childhood. The youngest of 3 children, he endured tragedy at 15 when his brother Wesley drowned in a swimming pool accident. An event that would profoundly shape his artistic perspective. Kilmer became the youngest student ever admitted to Juilliard's drama division at age 17, where he honed his craft alongside future stars like Kevin Spacey and Mandy Patinkin. His early stage work in New York showcased his remarkable range, from Shakespearean tragedies to avant-garde experimental theater. Breakthrough and Hollywood stardom, 1984 to 1992. Kilmer's film debut came in 1984's Top Secret, a Zucker Brothers comedy that demonstrated his underrated comic timing. But it was his role as Iceman in 1986's Top Gun that catapulted him to stardom. His intense rivalry with Tom Cruise's Maverick created cinematic magic, with Kilmer's steely gaze and perfect delivery of "You can be my wingman anytime" becoming instantly iconic. The late 80s saw Kilmer carefully selecting challenging roles that showcased his versatility. Real Genius, 1985, as physics prodigy Chris Knight. Willow, 1988, as the swashbuckling Mad Mardigan. The Doors, 1991, in a career-defining performance as Jim Morrison. His transformation into Morrison was legendary. Kilmer spent months studying the singer's mannerisms, learned to sing exactly like him, and even convinced surviving Doors members he was channeling their late frontman. Career peak and critical acclaim, 1993 to 1999. The 1990s represented Kilmer's golden era with a string of unforgettable performances. Tombstone, 1993. As Doc Holliday, Kilmer delivered what many consider his finest performance. His portrayal of the tuberculosis-stricken gunslinger was both heartbreaking and hilarious, with the line, "I'm your Huckleberry," entering cinema history. Batman Forever, 1995. Taking over the cape and cowl from Michael Keaton, Kilmer brought a brooding intensity to Bruce Wayne. Though the film received mixed reviews, His performance was praised for its psychological depth. Heat, 1995. In Michael Mann's crime epic, Kilmer held his own against Al Pacino and Robert De Niro as reckless thief Chris Shiherlis. The Saint, 1997. Demonstrating his remarkable range, Kilmer played multiple versions of master thief Simon Templar, showcasing different accents and personalities. Health struggles and career evolution, 2000 to 2020. As the new millennium dawned, Kilmer became increasingly selective with roles, focusing more on independent films and stage work. His 2015 throat cancer diagnosis marked a turning point. Treatments left him with limited vocal ability, but not before he delivered one last great performance as Mark Twain in Cinema Twain, 2017, a one-man show he wrote and performed. During this period, Kilmer published the memoir, I'm Your Huckleberry, 2020. Created hundreds of paintings and poems at his New Mexico ranch, maintained correspondence with thousands of fans worldwide. Final years and poignant farewell, 2021-2025. The 2021 documentary, Val, provided an intimate look at Kilmer's life and career through his own extensive personal archives. His emotional return as Iceman in Top Gun Maverick, 2022, served as both a career bookend and touching farewell to fans. In his final years, Kilmer focused on his faith. He converted to Christianity in later life, his children, Mercedes and Jack, his art collection, and charitable work. The entertainment world has reacted with an outpouring of grief. Tom Cruise. Val was the most committed actor I ever worked with. That intensity you saw on screen, that was real. I'll miss him deeply. There wasn't a role Val couldn't master. His Doc Holliday remains the gold standard for character acting. He brought such depth and vulnerability to every part. Working with him on Batman Forever was a masterclass. Personal life and legacy. Kilmer married British actress Joanne Whalley in 1988, divorced 1996, with whom he had 2 children. Known for being intensely private yet remarkably generous with fans, he maintained correspondence with thousands through handwritten letters, even as his health declined. His legacy includes the Val Kilmer Arts Foundation, supporting young actors, over 50 films spanning every genre, a reputation as one of Hollywood's most dedicated method actors, inspiring generations of performers with his fearless approach. Final farewell. A private memorial will be held at Kilmer's New Mexico ranch, with a public celebration of life planned for August at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. In accordance with his wishes, fans are encouraged to support the Motion Picture and Television Fund or cancer research charities in lieu of flowers. As Kilmer wrote in his memoir, acting isn't about fame, it's about truth. And the truth is, we're all just passing through. Might as well make it beautiful. The lights may have dimmed on his final performance, but Val Kilmer's extraordinary body of work ensures his artistry will endure for generations to come. I'm Your Huckleberry. Val Kilmer, 1959 to 25. Let me know if you need any other tweaks.